So, follow-up time, and here's some of the boxes, because many of you probably know by now we bought out a big lot, and we sorted it through. We actually pretty much had it done that day, getting it in alphanumeric order. We worked well together that way. Just give you an idea, this is actually kind of backwards, so that's the A box over there. But taking a look at what's in here, this looks like an entire Copper Age run of Superman from issue 1 all the way close to 300. And the first issue, that's John Byron's signature on here. And these are all pristine. I know there's no boards in this stack, but most of these have boards. There's a grouping that doesn't, but it's like a whole Copper Age run of Superman, a whole Copper Age run of Adventures of Superman, a whole Copper Age run of, what was the other one? Man of Steel. Man of Steel. And all the number ones are signed. All the number ones are signed, and every book is like at least a 9-4 candidate. And now Dusty has taken over my lid that quick.
Yeah.
Gosh. A lot of modern. You see Trillium, Turok, Unity, Valiant Unity, Vampirella from Harris Comics, Wake, Walking Dead, big run of Walking Dead here. There's a ton of them. And again, these books, even if the one's Wayward, I don't know what that is, but even stuff that, they all look like this. They're all like perfect. You see there was a tag on that. I guess he was trying to sell it at some point, but didn't. They're all like unread. Everything in here, with a few exceptions with some of the older books, everything is a 9-4 and up. You know, the Wicked, there's a run of the Wicked, Wildfire, the Woods, Witches, some stuff I don't know what it is, obviously. Oh, I got my lid back. They act on that quick. There was some like silver, bronze, gold, Rasputin, Saga. It's a bunch of Saga. Big run of Saga. Again, all, I mean, they don't look like they've been read. They're just in really excellent condition. Serenity, Shadow, Sheltered, a lot of stuff we don't recognize, a lot of Image and Boom Comics stuff. Here's some older ones, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and this is the reprints. These are like the 80s reprints, I think. Solar, Man of the Atom, Southern Bastards, yeah, big run of these. Some older Star Trek. They're Not Like Us. I've heard about this set. I've heard that one before. Somebody said it was pretty good. Tomb of Dracula. Tooth and Claw. Just to give you an idea. There's so much in here. And a lot of it is like copper and modern. But, that's okay. Magnus Robot Fighter. There's a ton of the Valiant Magnus in here. Manifest. Morning Glories. Motor Girl. Nick Fury. Outcast. There's so much. Rachel Rising. And of course, this isn't all of it. Deathmate. And we cherry picked a lot of this too. Descender. big run of Doom Patrol is in here. Copper Age Doom Patrol. Beast of West. There's a big run of that.
Daniel, get out of the way.
Get out of here, Daniel. Don't
You're
you?
gonna sit down.
He's gonna sit right there. At least he's not on the lid. Figment. I won't tell you. You can figure that out for yourself. There's a big run of that in here. And a lot of it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, some of the covers make you want to read and see what it's about. It's just so many.
Big run of Harbinger and Hardcore. Kick-Ass Volume 3. Lazarus is a ton of these. And on those Superman runs, there's not a book missing.
Yeah.
The Superman runs are complete. So a lot of effort went into that. 100-page Monster. Alex and Ada, that's incomplete. That looks boring, though. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. It might be a good story. I don't know. American Vampire. Big run of Animal Man.
Yeah.
That's all Animal Man. Apocalypse AI, Archer and Armstrong. Who remembers that show? That show used to make me so mad. She didn't do him right. I'm sorry. She really didn't. Poor Ron Perlman. Birthright. There's a bunch of these. Bitch Planet. I've heard of this series too.
Yeah, it's a big run of that.
And aside from those Supermans mixed in throughout, there are several with autographs.
Yeah.
We've come across probably at least a dozen autograph books just sifting through here. Big run of Bloodspot. Classic X-Men run. Copperhead. Deadly Class. But this is not all. That's right. But wait, there's more! And like magic, here we are. And these are some of my personal boxes that I've already mixed a few things into. But, you know, flipping through really quickly here. Archie Afterlife, which has some actually really cool covers. There was a run of these in here. The Aliens. There's You Again, Dusty. There's a bunch of Aliens runs. Aliens 3. This Aliens. Aliens Earth Wars. Aliens Genocide. Aliens Hives. And again, I mean, they it's not a tick on them. They don't look like they've ever been read. Marines. Aliens versus Predator, which I was really happy to see that. There's a bunch of Alpha Flight, including several copies of #1. Black Hood Mysteries, which was cool. Blade Runner. Those are mine. Did I have something? Oh yeah, the Dark Horse Comics. Run of these. Again, they don't look red. There was, yeah, that was in there. The vintage Daredevils. Is there anything in this one? There was some of the Topps Dracula was in there. Just a lot of nice runs. There was some, I don't remember exactly which ones, but there was some of the Hulks, like that one I think was in there. There was some of the Infinity War. So now I have like 2 sets of Infinity War because I already had it. Joe Palooka was in there, which is really cool. Oh yeah, there was several copies of this was in there, the Marvel and DC Present. There were several Marvel 2-in-1s, a bunch of Marvel 2-in-1s. these. And several more. Some new Teen Titans. Those are running new Teen Titans in there. What was that? The more Predator. These were in there. The Predator titles. Again, all look like unread condition. Sabrina, the new Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I don't think that was in there. Get out of here, Dusty. You're always in the way. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And more Star Trek Next Generation. That stuff was in there. And the Susie, which it's not in the best shape, but that's a really rare book actually. And then a big run of Swamp Thing, Roots of the Swamp Thing, and then the regular edition of the regular Swamp Thing, and there must have been like 100 of them. Of these Swamp Thing titles, these Copper Age Swamp Thing titles, and again the condition looks unread on all of these. They're all like 9.4 and up, but a big run of Swamp Thing titles. These all came out of there. So lots of great finds. This is Tarzan, some Now Comics, The Terminator. That's a big one. That's the first Alex Ross art in comics. The Thing is in there. I think that might be it for this box from out of that collection. This is just me already integrating some of it into the personal collection. I have a few more that came out of there. You're gonna chase me. Like some Archie titles. See the Pure Heart the Powerful, which is Archie as a superhero. Some other Archie titles. These aren't in the best shape. I've got some other ones that I separated that are better. But I like the old Archie. Like I said, these are a little rough, but they can be tough to find in good shape. These were in there. In these cases is Alex Ross Justice League, Wizard Premier Hellboy, Avengers Invaders, the sketch variant of Astonishing X-Men, but this one has been signed. I had some more. I think these came out of there too.
That's mine.
You gave it to me. See how she is? Archie's Madhouse, Laugh. These are in much better shape than the other ones. That's why I separated them, except for that. But this is actually the last issue of Gold Key Jetsons. Some keys there. Low keys. Bee and Puffy Cat. Alex Ross again. And I know you cherry picked out some stuff too. Mm-hmm. If you wanted to take a look in your box. Okay. This is some of her cherry picks. Look at that one. New pen pals, it says on page 9 through 12. That's a lot of pen pals. Mm-hmm. Attack. Charlton War books there. Army at War featuring Sergeant Rock. Army at War. Uncanny Tales. The Living Mummy #8, or rather Supernatural Thrillers. It. Some Green Lantern titles.
Mm-hmm.
GI Combat. War is Hell. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. You pulled these out. I think this is a 6-issue series.
Yeah, but those covers are just amazing.
Yeah.
And the thing with this lot, it shows you books that you never would have thought of or you never even knew existed. So some of them are just amazing covers. And in this box is everything I picked out.
Just separate a few things
from
so
there.
you can hold the Dead Man. I remember this series.
Yeah, this is a 2-part series. He had 2 and then Predators. Because I like Predator. So I pulled out the Predators.
Predator Big Game.
And it's just amazing covers.
Cold War.
Yeah, if I was a grader, I would get it just so because it looks good in the cases.
Yeah, again, every one of these.
I love that cover right there.
Yeah, she swiped this one out of my run.
I mean, I like Swamp Thing, but I know those mean more to David because he had them and they were stolen from him. But I told him, just let me have that one book.
Jonah Hex.
Yeah, I'm liking those Jonah Hex covers.
Yeah. Let's see. Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
The Joker. Oh, Monster Frankenstein.
Yeah, and some of those were real messed up.
Yeah.
But I have those runs, so those were stuff that I don't have.
Yeah, that's what you call a placeholder.
Yeah, now I was so happy about this, the Ragman. If you watch my channel, you know I have the original Ragman from the 70s, and I did a review on it. And then I found out that it was another set from the 80s, and this is the entire set.
Yeah, this entire
He had the
run.
entire run, and it's in immaculate shape.
Yeah. Again, a lot of these, the copper and modern books.
Yeah, and he had this Phantom Stranger run. I think it's 4 or 5 books, something like that. But it's the entire run. So he had that, and I was happy about that.
There's the Now Comics, the Twilight Zone run.
Yeah, I'm just a fan of the Twilight Zone, so I'm curious of what they did with that.
But like I was pointing out, I mean, you look down that edge, all of the copper and modern books are perfect.
Mm-hmm.
There's no damage to them.
Yeah.
100-page mystery.
Yeah, and the House of Mystery, Unexpected. And again, I was so happy because all of those runs right there, I collect, and I didn't have those books. I'm a big Phantom Stranger. That's a dark horse, so I'm excited to read that because I was honestly disappointed in in the 70s Phantom Stranger run. The storyline was pretty lame. So I'm hoping that it gets better. Batman versus Predator.
Yeah, Batman versus Predator.
Then it's just a bunch of Batman books.
Oh yeah, these are all like Batmans.
Yeah, the different.
That's a
Batman.
facsimile, obviously.
Yeah, and those are all the various Batmans, and as
she
you know,
pulled everything Batman.
Yeah, I collect Batman, and like these runs, if I get it like this,
I like that.
I'll keep it. I wouldn't buy these. Like go to a show and look and seek them out or see it and buy it. I would buy the older ones.
Yeah.
But because they're in a lot like this, I'll pick them out and keep them. Or like when we went to Ollie's, it was some in there. Or when we went to that book sale, I got all of them. And that's how I got a lot of the
Batman
Batmans
versus
like
Predator.
that. Yeah, it was a couple. So.
But these are like if you went and cherry picked these at a show, you'd end up paying like $5-10 a piece for them.
Yeah, and his books are in very good shape.
Yeah.
Very good shape. So I was
JLA.
Happy
That's
about that.
That's a really nice cover.
Yeah, it is.
The Cult #1. That's a good read actually. Lock and Key or
Yeah.
Loke.
a lock and key. I heard about lock and key, and there was 2 of them in there, so I pulled them out, and I heard it was a good book. I'll see, and read it, see what it's about. Yeah. But that's my book. This is stuff my box.
Her little cherry pick box there.
Yeah.
And then the stuff that's out in the long boxes, we're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
We're still figuring out what we want to do there.
Yeah.
But yeah, people were curious, what did we find? How did that go? And it was a really good pick. It was a really good pick. We have, obviously, we're not going to keep everything.
No.
But some of it will probably go to the next retro toy swap, just really cheap. I'm not trying to make a fortune, but just to recover some of what we spent.